Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 30th of August. Happy birthday, Justin, and good morning, Jonathan. It is my son-in-law, Justin's birthday today, so I hope he has the best day and the best year ever. This is Flosstube number 241, which, wow, that just seems like so much. I was at school nearly every day this week. I guess every day but Monday. We had school this week. Catch went with me 2 days. He did great. He took his little nap on his nap mat like he was supposed to. He didn't get, cry or anything. We were afraid he would get upset and maybe cry because he'd never, not only has he never been to like daycare or anything else, he went to Fun Friday with me for 2 hours one day last year. And so, but he's definitely never rested, napped anywhere but my house, Nellie's house, Bebe's house, his mama's. So his mama or his two grandmas. But he went to meet the teacher and met his teacher. His mom and daddy went, and Nell went. It's just, kind of good to see where you're going to be and all this. And so we've all had the best week. The kids were just adorable and so loving. And several of ours from last year came by and gave us big hugs. And it was just wonderful to see them. You just think about them all summer. A little something will happen and you'll think about one or the other of them. And so it was so good to get to see their little faces again after the whole summer off. So that was been wonderful. I did get some stitching done. I did some FFOing early this morning, and I thought evidently I had more trust in my brain than I should have, because it's definitely not perfect, but it's okay. It's fun. I don't know why James' phone went off this morning at like 5:34, and I heard it. I must have been kind of awake anyway, a little bit, and so I heard it, and from then I was just still awake. So I just kind of got up and started doing something. I thought, you know what, I'm going to FFO my Big Creek piece that I hadn't got FFO'd. And I did, but I'm going to put winter zipper on here so I don't forget. So I did get that done. So I guess we can start with that today because I'm holding it in the cover photo. It's one of the ones that will go into my mama's little tray, little stand. And I'll probably have to get her another stand because there's 4 or 5 in that one. So I'll probably get her another one. And it's just, like, can y'all see those over there? Just a little easel stands that you get at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any of those places have them. Joann's has them. And then she just keeps these in there, and then she just moves them around however is her want. But Patty Penn sent me the little, one of the buttons was small enough. Patty Penn, who is going on vacation right now, I hope she has the best time, that is small enough. And so I put it on there, and then I made just a little pink rosette on there. So it is, but you can see, this is what happens when I'm sleepy. It's further, I have more space here than here, but that's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. She won't worry about it. She'll just love it. But I love the little button on there. It fit just perfect. He's just so cute. So she'll probably have him out because it's hot outside. So she'll move him to the front probably because it'll make her think it's cooler. But it's her birthday coming up this weekend. Hummingbirds are all out here again. Y'all got to deal with my distractions. Her birthday's coming up this weekend. She's born in 41, so we'll have her birthday. Sister and I'll get together, and I think we're going to do it at Sister's because she wanted to have Shell over. So we'll probably do it out by the pool at Sister's so the kids can play. But I don't know, like I said, I didn't get, of course, I guess you never get as much stitching as you want to get done, right? I mean, right. I don't think you ever get as much stitching as you want to get done, but that's okay. I think everybody got a little bit of work. I'm gonna try to grab these. I probably left things too far down here for me to reach, which was not. But then the best news this week is that Daddy got to ring the bell. He finished his last treatment. I hope it moved it over here so I can show y'all. I should have checked. Okay. Here he is holding the sign. And then he got to ring the bell. So he did his last treatment, Yersti. So we're done with that. He is considered in remission and his treatments are done. So thank you, Jesus. We could not have asked for a better outcome, a better doctor, a medical team to get us through that hot mess. But Ian and Annie went and did that on Tuesday while we were at school. So that was an absolute complete answer to prayer. I mean, we could not have asked for a better outcome than that. Of course, we have our Sal coming up starting on Monday, Labor Day. And I have all my things today. I'm going to use my Creative Keeps little floss manager. Because this will be our Labor Day start. Here's our little hashtag. And I think if I remember where our marking was, if we do all but 1 or 2 rows of stars on the top and the bottom, maybe that gets us all our stitching. So I think what I'm gonna do is go in and do my stars and then come back and fill in my blue. Fingers crossed that works. But that's coming up this week, so that's what I'm going to do. One of the things I'm gonna do this afternoon and swim. I haven't swam yet. So if you guys want to, I know you can get a PDF of this off of Christy's, here she is. Hey Christy, hey Table 24. Hope you're being Harry. Don't make Ann beat you into submission. He had his bicep surgery this week, and so now he's supposed to be still and behave. Yeah, good luck, Ann. So I will get my thread all ready to start that on Monday. Patty's gonna start it on the ship. I think she'll still be in the ship. Maybe she won't be on the ship yet. Maybe she'll be in Quito. Quito? Is that their first stop? Quito, Cusco? I probably got it wrong. But like I said, I haven't swam yet because it's 78 here outside today. That is unheard of for us at this time of year. And it's like, there's a little net, kind of overcast. And so I'm hoping the sun will come out a little bit and then I'll go out and swim. I have been swimming before school every morning before I go, but 78's a little chilly for me. So we'll see when I get that swim in. But we have, oh, here, I was going to show y'all. Y'all know how I ramble. Oh, I guess it didn't move over here yet. Dang it. The ones from his first day of school did not move over yet. But several of y'all asked how the girls are doing. Here they are with their daddy on his birthday. So they're on their way to school. This morning, Micah got up and made biscuits and I don't know what else this morning for breakfast. So I will grab my whips over here. Several of y'all said what y'all were reading. Winds of War, Compound Effect, Bittersweet Harvest, and Dutch Ship. So y'all had some good good reads going. And I have got, if y'all could see this table, I don't know how I make such a mess, but I manage somehow to do it every time. These are all my threads for my Nutcracker Twin Peaks. Pam is doing it. Hey Pam, hey Steph. I chose blue instead of the called for. I know that, oh, and G and Ashley started their first Flosstube. I think y'all can find, I'll try to remember to link it below. We Stitch and We Know Things. And they did great. It was their first one. I think they got their comments turned on now. So they have some beautiful stitches going. So y'all go look for them and see how they got all their lovely things going on. Let's see what else here. But I did get some done on my Nutcracker here. And I thought I had finished my little Nutcracker man, but I had not. So I had to go back and put the little plume on his hat. And I do need to finish my edges on this. And the, what else? With plume on his hat and something else. Oh, his hair. I hadn't given him any hair yet. He was bald-headed. Which if I had to wear one of those big woolly hats, I'd probably prefer to be bald-headed, but. So this is my Stormy Night Lugana, I think. Somewhere on here. 32 count Stormy Night Lugana. And so I had to add those onto my little Nutcracker there. Right there. I didn't have his hair or a plume on his hat. And then I did this little, I think it's a gingerbread cookie is what it looks like to me. And the drum here after I did his hat. So I'm just going to try every week to chip away at some of the pieces. There aren't too many, and it's not too bad. I don't know that I'll have it finished by Christmas. I love this fabric. And it is, the colors are so pretty. I'm just using the thread pack that came with it. So it's the overdyes and some DMCs. I think there's one or two DMCs in there. And I did change up Claire's face a little bit. Hope that's focusing. In the picture, she's kind of, her face is like this. So you can see two eyes and everything. I wanted her to be in profile. So I just changed her up a little bit. But it is absolutely the cutest pattern. And Kimi will have tryouts coming up. Now they'll only get to be, I think, the mice. The young people like her will only get to be mice is the only option that they, you know, that they try out for. So, but she is excited and I'm excited, and it's in November. And so if she is chosen, I will definitely be trying to go and see that. And I will probably have to leave Pap here because I don't know if he will be travelable at that point. But I'm not missing this, so if he has to get left behind, he just has to get left behind. That's all there is to it. But I have loved this. This is so pretty. I really hesitated, and I think I got this like the next to last day at StitchCon. I went back and forth, and I thought, oh, no. And then I was like, I can't not, I have to. It is just so cute. I just could not leave it behind. So, like I said, I'll try to get probably this bauble here. No, where am I? Here. And then, I guess that's like figgy pudding down there. And then maybe the lady the next week, like that. So, but it is, I don't know if you can, there it is, picking it up maybe. The colors are beautiful. The pictures are beautiful. it's just the most fun thing. And I love the Nutcracker. I love to go see it. We never danced it. Our recitals were always in the summertime and at the end of the school year. And so we never danced the Nutcracker at all. We did the Wizard of Oz and Cinderella and the Elf and the Shoemakers and like these. We did mainly storytell fables and things like that. But so I never got to dance that. And I danced on point. I loved it. This is also the hashtag for that one. I put these in my bag so I'll remember the hashtag when I post. But then have I remembered to post anything lately? No, I have not. So I cannot get my life right at all. I had too much fun irons in the fire, I guess. I guess I need to cut back on some of my funness. Okay, who else? Okay, Harvest Angel is over here. Where's that one? Maybe it's in here. Oh, it is. Okay, thought I'd lost somebody. Where's my little board? It'll go probably better on, maybe not. It'll probably go better on my little board. The Fall Angel, she got a good bit of attention, a decent amount. I like when I can look at it and tell, oh yeah, I did something. So I'd started working on her right wing on the left side of the fabric. And then I decided to go fill in all her shirt there. So she does have a little more than it looks like. Let's see here. I think she's called the Fall Angel. I keep calling her the Harvest Angel, but she says Fall. This is my Stitching with Daleen piece. So I think of Daleen when I'm stitching on it. I know she's doing all the fun things in heaven right now. So I got some more done. I just had a little start, I think, on this. So I got some more done on the wing here. And then I did all the center of her little robe. Her wobe, as Keely used to say before he found his R's. He was in speech for years and he did not have any R's. And the teacher said to me, I probably told y'all this last week, now, you know, Denise, he's gonna have to be in here for a long time. He'll be in here for a while now. It's not gonna be a couple weeks and he's done. And I said, oh, that's fine, that's fine. I said, as long as I don't have a 6'4" adult male screaming from the bathroom, Mother, will you bring me my wobe? Like Elmer Fudd. You gonna keep him as long as you need to, okay? And she did. And she got his speech corrected. He had horrible ear infections when he was a baby. And so he couldn't hear and didn't speak at all when he was little because he didn't hear any sounds at all. And then when he started hearing, it was all garbled up because she said there was scar tissue all on his eardrums. So he wasn't hearing correctly. So then he would just look at you and go, you know, blah, 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 and look at you like you should, you know, like it was intelligible, you know, it was like something that was intelligible, and it was not. It was just like, what in the world? So it took years and years. So if you're struggling with your baby's speech, just get them in a early childhood program or a speech therapist at school or privately, and they will get all right. They will get all right. It just takes a while. So yes, she has on her robe. That, and one of the parents that came by with their kids, I always say skizzers. Do you have the skizzers? I don't. One of the kids when they were little was reading it, and we always called them scissors. And then when they started reading, they said it was skizzers, and I said, "Well, you're right. Welcome to the English language. It does say skizzers, but we say scissors, just like we say science and not science." And as your kid, you're like, "What is going on?" So they came by and they said that the little girl had been telling them no, that Miss Niecy called it, and they said, "We can't tell if what she's saying, sizzy-izzers or," and I started laughing. I said, "No, I always call them skizzers." Just because one of my kids did, it stuck. I said, "I'm sorry." And they were like, "Oh no, it has entertained us all summer long trying to figure it out." And I was like, "No, they're skizzers." So be careful what you say because they do repeat it and remember. But I love my fall angel in her robe. So she is coming right on along. She's got these, so hopefully this week I can finish her wing and do the cornucopia here. So if I can get the cornucopia done and her wing, this wing actually, finish the wing and get the cornucopia done, I will be happy. That'll make me happy to have that much. So she is like progressing right along, and she'll be ready to display come fall. Now I will leave all my display up until Monday. After Monday, everything gets switched over. Annie and I already have plans to come over and get stuff down because some of my stuff is in the attic and James Williams is not supposed to be up in the attic. So we will, Annie and I will tackle that on our own and get my fall stuff that's in the attic down. A lot of it is in the closet. None of my stitch stuff goes in the attic. It's too hot here. Some of y'all's attics may be like not boiling. Our attics become sweat boxes. I mean, you could die up there easily because it's so hot. So none of my stitch pieces go up there, just plastic, the foam pumpkins and those kind of things. I just pitch up there in a bag. And I have a couple of boxes of stuff up there, but of tubs of stuff. Oh, my hummingbirds. I told y'all I'd be distracted today. They have been everywhere. So they must already be, heading back south. I've seen tons of cow egrets already moving, or that's what it appears to be. And I didn't realize that I don't know, I've never thought about them migrating, but they have been, everything's been heading out, trying to get out of here. It makes me a little nervous. But we're supposed to hopefully get some rain out of some of this. And I've got to scrub the pool because the pool has not got scrubbed this week either. Now, I did remember to bring this yarn in here today. This is my, somebody had asked, it says Yarn Bee For the Moment Black. And it's super fuzzy. And so this week I finally got into a little bit of a rhythm working on my kitty cat. So this is my Carnival Cat Knockdown by Rebel Stitcher. It's so cute. It is just adorable. There it is done half size, and here it is big. I did it on the 7-count fabric. If I had to do it over again, I would do over 2 on the 14, just because this is super floppy. But I did go get my grandma's big hoop out and start working on it. And that does work. It's still, I feel like, very time consuming, but So I got the little, it didn't have the black of its eyes in last week, and it didn't have any, I just had a little section here. So I think this side, or I had a little section on one side or the other, anywho. So I finished the other side of it and kind of hit a good rhythm, and it is just so cute and fuzzy. I love it. Love, love, love it. But he is adorable. The eyes and the others are done with the pearl cotton with 2 strands. My Joann's didn't have the exact numbers called for. It calls for 310, which I'm using the fuzzy black for. Ecru, which I found the Ecru, but I don't have, I've got 725, which it calls for, 814, which it calls for. I have 701 in place of 702, and 947 in place of 720, and 414 in place of 926. So I did have to make those adjustments to get it to just use what my store had, because I wanted to, of course, because I wanted to start on it right that minute. So, but I think he's just going to be the cutest thing. I'll turn in this way, maybe you can see his fuzz. See how fuzzy he is. But he is so cute. He is so cute. I love his jaggedy teeth. He is just a doll. So he is a lot of fun. He is a good one to work on late at night, I will say that. Because you don't have to, you know, there's no missing the count. You know, if you're tired enough you can't see this, you probably need to go and sleep. You might need a vacation. And this is what the back, I was gonna show you the back so you can see the tail, how this is a tail that I didn't clip, so you could see how kind of fuzzy it is, and you just have to kind of be careful and make sure you catch it good when you run it through there. But I mean, you know, here it is all fuzzy back here too, so I'm enjoying it. It is just tricky. Like I said, I wish I was good at two-handed stitching. Oh no. I know Christy two-hand stitches, I think Vonna two-hand stitches, and it is just a whole new lifestyle for me. I usually stitch in hand, and that is getting me. That is getting me. Uh-oh. Patty Pan, I'm sending all the prayers. Getting ready to travel is always tricky. It is tricky at all times. Getting ready to go anywhere with anybody is tricky at all times. Because most of us don't operate on the same time frame. I know James Williams and I are always because he always runs slower than I run and is much more meticulous than I am. And we just do not jive together sometimes. It is not copacetic on the best of days. So, deep breath. Oh, here's the reason I didn't show you my ecru. It is on, I got it on the big thing there. So, it's in here. And once you put that yarn in there, the whole bucket is fat. Some of y'all tell me why y'all also, okay, I got a thing that wanted me to preview a yarn twister or something. And I don't, you know, my crochet skills are nominal. I mean, they are so low, it's sad at best. And then, but you know, you get the yarn and it comes on the thing like this. but then you turn it into a ball. Why? Why does it not work the way it is? I need somebody to tell me this. And I'm sure, especially you're out there going, well, you know, trying to tell me and I can't hear you. But I never have understood that, why you move it from one to the other. I mean, I know why I move my floss, because it's easier to undo. So I'm assuming it's something like that, but if somebody could chime in and let me know. I'm always looking to learn. Lorraine says she's ready to start the We People Sal with us. And Pamela Stitches, congratulations on the upcoming grandbaby boy. She says they're a whole family of girls and they have a grandbaby boy coming. And that is so exciting. And Jenny, look, I still have the tag in your bag here. I try to leave those in there. This is my autumn rules. I do think I felt okay about it this week. It's by Primrose Cottage Stitches, because I finished the one and I wanted to finish Rake Leaves, but I didn't quite get to Rake Leaves. But I did get Visit the Pumpkin Patch finished and Rake Leaves started. So that made me happy. Well, I got a little more than I thought. I got Rake done. I forgot that. But I did get Rake. So this guy right here, and you can kind of see it. So last week I had Visit the Pumpkin, and I'd started on Patch but not Pumpkin. I'd skipped it. So we have Autumn Rules, Go Apple Picking, Give Thanks, Visit the Pumpkin Patch, and then this is going to be Rake Leaves when it's finished. The little pumpkins are so cute. And this, I was supposed to do this line a little different. The darker X's are supposed to be up one so that it looks kind of like a bunting, but for some reason my brain didn't register that. So I was over halfway across. So it has to be like it is. It ain't going back. I'm not gonna, if I'm halfway on something, I just don't rip it out. Patty Pen is so good about ripping out and starting again. I'm just like the queen of let it be. And Carolyn had asked, I've done the Christmas rules, Halloween rules, 4th of July rules, and now the autumn rules. And so I assume they'll come out with the spring rules. I don't have that one. I mean, it hasn't come out yet, so I haven't done that one, or I haven't seen it. But I have done all, except for the hive rules. I have not done hive rules yet. So hive rules is the only one I haven't done. But I am in love with this thing. I love it on this fabric. This is 32 count Espresso Lugana from Fiber on a Whim. It is gorgeous fabric. It's the same, well, you can tell such a big difference because it's the same as my 4th of July rules. Why can't I get my finger to work the right way? Right there. And it looks totally different on with the reds and the blues than it does with the greens and golds and reds for the fall. I do love it though. It has been such a nice stitch. It's nice in that you can get sections finished so you feel like, oh yeah, you can see. I love ones like this, like the ABCs, the welcome, ones like this, because it's easy for me to see my progress because there's sections, the welcome, WEL, as you finish each letter, you feel yourself that welcome by the drawn thread right there. This ABCs by Little House Needlework. I love things like that because each letter, each section here, my progress is very evident. And I'm not a process stitcher. I'm a project stitcher. So I'm always wanting to, gauge how much I've got done. I don't know why. That's just how my brain does it. Y'all, if y'all could see this table. But I forgot to show Happy Mail last week. So it's here, and I have got quite the mess on this table. As a matter of fact, Catch told me this week, he said, "Sugar, your table's a mess," because I had left the stack with a Happy Mail in the center so I wouldn't forget it. So, my table's usually neat, and I usually try to keep the house neat. And so he was like, "Sugar, your table mess." And I was like, "I know, baby, it is. It is a mess, an absolute mess." And I'm so thirsty today. We had Mexican food for lunch yesterday, and I've been dying of thirst ever since. But I do love this, and I would recommend them to anyone. They are, let me see if I can show it. I think I've done it before, but just a little, here we go. You can see how easy they are to read. They are very easy to read, very easy to see. May and I have talked about it going back and forth in messaging that I think May said she was 82, and she said, my eyes just aren't what they once were. But Primrose Cottage, if you have a problem with some charts, their charts are usually very easy to read and very easy to see. And I love that and appreciate that immensely. It's one war you don't have to have, one war you can skip. So I stinking love this thing. And yes, somebody asked, no, I do not know why I came over this far this way. I have several corner gauges now, and I really often think I still don't know how to use them correctly. I don't know. I'm always struggling. With getting my start started the right way and getting things turned the right way. I did finally cut the extra fabric off when I was FFOing this morning. I cut the extra fabric off of my Lucy V. Moore, so I will be more inclined to work on her because I don't like fighting the big blob of fabric. So I did trim her up this morning, so she will be more likely to get a little bit of love than that. What else do I have down here? Oh, a happy anniversary, Rose. And Susan, happy anniversary and happy birthday, both. Jenny said, for anybody that's looking for manual windows, the Jeeps, the easy way to tell if they have the manual windows is usually if they have the Willys trim on them. If it says Willys, then Willie on there, then that is the one that has the stick shift and the manual windows, because they're easier to pop the doors and everything off. Now they do have quick connects on them nowadays. You don't have to rewire it. They have little quick connect releases to take the doors off if you want to. But Jenny, I am sitting here floored. She said she has been able to let go of everything except she still has to have a stick shift. So she has electric windows and stuff. Y'all do not want to know. I have had to make do in a stick shift one time. How did it go? I was by myself at the flower shop, and something came in and it had to be delivered before everybody else got back. I was fresh out of high school, maybe still in high school. This may have been my senior year of high school. And y'all, Lisa's car was a standard. I think that's the way, where you have to do it yourself, like a stick shift. That thing died out, installed so many times, and I had to go like literally 3 blocks and get back 3 blocks. I made it and got the delivery there and got myself back, but it was bad time. So Jenny, the thought of you purposely driving a stick shift, I think you may have to adopt my oldest son because he still prefers the stick shift and still drives one. I can't with it. I can't. I do not have it in my mind to keep all that kind of stuff going at one time. I do not. You know, you're supposed to be watching the cars already and watching your speed already and remembering your blinkers already and all this other thing. And then you got to remember to do and push the gas and push the brake. And then you got to remember to push that and move this thing again. I just don't have it in me. It's too much. That is too much to ask of me as a human being. I don't have it all. And I laughed at Debbie because we talked about reading things, and she said all she wrote these days was cross-stitch charts. All she read, my gosh, was cross-stitch charts, bills. She spent a lot of time reading bills and prescription labels. Amen and amen. Or as that other preacher used to say here in town, amen or amen, whichever you prefer. There you go. Because these days, James Williams Medicine, you spend lots of time doing that nowadays. And don't run with scissors. Ask if the kids do, they call me Shug. I am Shug, like sugar. So that's when Catch would, before he decided he was going to talk to us, you know, this is how he would tell them he wanted me, or he'd call me, Shug, because this is sugar. And so that's how I am Shug, like sugar. And I think you said you were Honey. My friend Susu is Honey. That's her grandma name is Honey. My cousin Carla is going to be Missy. We called her Missy when we were all kids. And so she said she was going to be Missy. And I love that. I love when people just kind of decide what they, pick it. There's nothing wrong with being Granny or Grandma or Mama or Mama or any of these things. But just pick something you like, because the most of the time the kids will use some derivative of what you pick, right? So whatever you pick and your kids will use that or some derivative of it, something close, because they will just be trying to say it. And, sometimes that sticks. And Veer Peer, I have to know, okay, you wrote what book you were reading, but the translation it gave me is When Father Bought the Sea Cucumber. Is that right? I have to know if that's really the name of a book. And so I was like, I got to ask Veer Peer if When Father Bought the Sea Cucumber, if that's right. I don't know. It intrigued me. But I have Happy Mail here and a big fat mess. We're going to try to get through some of it. Oh my gosh, and I did this wrong too. Now, why the pink ones have to go back on here? I guess because the purple ones go on here. So I love these. If you're starting a floss tube, I find these super handy. I know that Lori Holt has a how to make them tutorial on there. It's just a piece of foam core board with sticky on one, with the batting like on one side, and then your fabric, whatever you choose, on the back side. And then you can put vice tape or whatever around the edges. But they are super handy. I was talking to G and Ashley yesterday, because when you hold up a piece of fabric with nothing behind it, a lot of the light just goes through it. But when you hold up, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of difference in that. So even if you just want to use a foam core board, if you're new to Flosstube, I just find them super handy, and they make your colors show a little bit more true. So without further ado, we're going to delve into the mess I've made over here. Oh, hang on. I also left my other book with the shares from last week down here. Okay, here we go back. Oh, and I forgot to show, I got my bag from Patty Penn. Hold on. The first thing I got Happy Mail that I forgot to show was my project bag from Patty Penn, which I nearly forgot. So this is for my We the People sale, and she did She's so good. She did one for each of us. I think she and I, and maybe Ashley, have little bears. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. I stinking love them. Love, love, love them. She did us these, and then I just made everybody a little floss bling to go with it. So I didn't show that last week. But so that was my first Happy Mail from Patty Pan. She sent me my beautiful project bag to go with my We the People sound. So I forgot to say that. So thank you, Patty Pan. And then I got all this fun mail this week. Okay. This is a Christmas Noah's Ark. It's from Jeannie. I love it. And she is Jeannie, not G-N, if I remember this right. Yeah, because she's like I dreamed of, Jeannie. But her mom spelled it. You know, when your mom would get an idea and she'd be spelling something. So I get crazy spellings. Like I said, my sister's name is S-H-A-E-N-A. And so if I have my phone hooked up to the Jeep and I say call sister, it says calling Shayna. So my poor sister has never had her name spelled right by anybody on the planet except my parents and me. But she sent me this beautiful kit. Look, it's a Christmas Noah's Ark. I love it. I love, love, love it. So thank you so much, Jeannie. It is so adorable. And no, there is one other little small Christmas Noah's Ark that I can't think of who it's by. There is another one that's real, real small, but not big and fancy like this. So thank you so much. I love it. It has everything in here. So I'll have to get the things all sorted. Is it in? It says by Ann Craig is the designer, designed by Ann Craig, but it says Noah's Ark Christmas by Sunset. So thank you so much, Jeannie. I love, love, love it. I did not get any mail out this week either, since we're been at school every day. We had in-service, you know, we have to go over safety and all this, and so we have been at school every day. Now this came from Gwen, and she found these, and I just love them. So this one is by Sue Hillis. So cute. And this one is by, Ann Powell. Ann Powell? No, that's the Stitcher. Well, y'all, it comes from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, December 92. And I think I should know who did this, but my brain is not, it is not firing. Anywho, so this is that one. It is so cute. I love, love, love it. It also has this beautiful Amish barn on the back. Or excuse me, is it Mennonite? Mennonite barn. We have some Mennonites around here. Over by Grandview. They'll have baked goods and stuff whenever they have, we have street fairs and things, and they have the Mennonite ice cream. And the Mennonite ice cream, I think they make with maple syrup. It is so good, so good. So this made me think about them and their ice cream. But I love this. And then this one is by Sue Hillis, and it is so, so cute. And it has a beautiful Baltimore thing on the back. Isn't that pretty? But this here is so adorable. Isn't it precious? So thank you, Gwen. I appreciate it so much. I love them. I got to get another art going. I don't have an art going right now. And we all know that doesn't go well with me. I always like to have art going. And, okay, now, here's where my mess from last week overlaps with my mess from this week. Holy moly. Okay. I got this adorable card from Diane. I don't think I showed y'all this one. I got this adorable card from Diana. Thank you. She got the bird dog kit, and it got to her real fast. So thank you for the sweet card. I got this, and it is so cute. It's from Christine. She sent me this adorable card. I love it with all the fashion ladies. And a little scrubby. And I saw this yarn the other day, and y'all know I have no crochet skills. I wish I did. But I do love this. So thank you so much, Christine. It was a little, and she's a former Dentonite. It was she said, apologies for a late thank you. You do not have to write and thank me. I love being able to send and share things. Now this, okay, I think Michelle has a card or a letter or something here somewhere that I've managed to lose. Here it is. Oh. She said she got COVID and then sold and moved to a new house. I cannot imagine. Michelle, one of those things, one of the three is nearly enough to do me in, let alone all three together. So the fact that you've made it out on the other side, I just cannot believe it. But she sent this adorable Margaret and Margaret Noah's Ark, which I love. I love all the Margaret and Margarets. I've stitched a couple of theirs. Here, I'm gonna flip this over and show the list. These are older samplers. I don't know if it tells me in here what year they did them or not. At 1989, so they are definitely older, but I have a couple of their other, I've stitched some of their pieces, and I have some of the other ones, and I love them. I love their designs. So thank you so much. But then the big surprise she sent was she finished her Anniversaries of the Heart. So I'll have to look and decide. We'll do these soon as a big share in the next couple of weeks. Maybe when I hit 250 floss tubes or something. I'll look and I'll tell y'all next week. But these are Anniversaries of the Heart by Blackbird Designs. And you can do them separately or all as one. They are absolutely gorgeous. I have them in my stash to stitch myself. These were stitched for family members. I think they did theirs for their family members. But it comes out to a big, beautiful square. This one always makes me think of my friend Sarah's daddy. He was a Texas master naturalist. And her father-in-law was too. So I always think of her daddy, of Sarah's daddy, and her father-in-law when I see that one. Pumpkin Farm is the cutest thing ever. And then Evergreen Lane. And then I think we're back to one. No, that's 12 right here. Elizabeth Jane. So if you do them all, and then there is a bonus chart in one of them to fill in. I think it's this one maybe. Yes, the bonus pattern. So then it has this one on the back. So you can look up Anniversaries of the Heart Blackbird Designs and see this all, people have stitched it all together. There are a few color conversions out there too that are just absolutely beautiful. So last week's shares, there weren't a whole ton of y'all. There was just like 13, 14, I think, that answered according to the, random comment picker. But Lizzie Kate, Make It Personal, goes to Lorraine Armstrong 327. Lorraine Armstrong 327. Reading goes to Sharon Williams 6787. Sharon Williams 6787. Confused, what should be my mantra, goes to Daisy's X Marks the Spots. Daisy's X Marks the Spots. And Home by Erica Michaels is gorgeous. Goes Don't Run with Scissors 9802. There you go. Don't Run with Scissors 9802. Let me see who else I have here that I didn't hear from yet. Is this right? Where's my other book? I had it here because I thought I might need it. Because I haven't heard from We Love Dogs. Who got We Love Dogs? And I can't find my book. It's buried here. Anywho, We Love Dogs is also here. That did not get, I haven't heard from. And then Anne and JL Primitives and Edith McClanahan and Kathan for the zipper and things. Those have not gone out in the mail. But We Love Dogs is still hanging out. I don't have a sticker on it yet. So, But this week's shares, let me get those real quick before we tip the hour marker, is Plum Street. I have this in my stash and I've got to get this stitch. Do you have this, Patty? With this little bunny on top. Christmas Moon, it is so cute. Use the word Christmas if you're interested in that one. Use the word Christmas. Let me know if you're one of those people that's already ready for Christmas. One of the ladies at work here, she said she already had Christmas music on in her car. Holy. It's not even September. Hey, I try not to judge. Waxing Moon Designs, Preserving Liberty, Sweet Land of Liberty is so cute. Use the word liberty. Let me know if you've ever watched that John Wayne movie, Liberty Valance. I'm sure I can probably quote it in my sleep as much as my daddy had watched it. He watched all the John Wayne movies, so if it's a John Wayne movie, I've heard it a million times. This is a Lucy Bean, and it is Leaves Fall. Use the word leaves. Here we don't get much leaf color change. Let me know if where you live the leaves change a lot. I will say that's something I'm very excited about seeing in October in Salt Lake City, is if their leaves, like I'm thinking they may get a lot of color in the leaf change. Okay, here's my other book buried under these charts. Oh, Shannon Not Esteen 1562. Shannon Not Esteen 1562. So that is who the We Love Dogs. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here, get this uploaded, go get my swim in and watch my hummingbirds. So y'all have a happy Friday, have a great weekend, a great long weekend, a great long Labor Day weekend, and enjoy your stitches. Bye.